Be ready. 5 seconds. Start. Since independence, the country has made significant progress in the development of agriculture and industry and in creating the infrastructure for a wide range of services. We are now in a position to manufacture almost all types of capital and consumer goods, including sophisticated equipments and electronic softwares and so on. The export base of the country has also been widened and strengthened. It is appropriate that on this occasion we consider what we have already been able to do to promote export and what remains to be done still. Exports play a vital role in the country's economic development, and it is necessary to increase our foreign exchange earnings from trade and services. Increased foreign exchange earnings will give us more resources and enable us to pursue plans for economic development on a more sustained basis. This is the way to attain a self sustaining growth rate. It is imperative to bring about a rapid acceleration in our exports and generate more resources for meeting the country's foreign exchange needs. India now is a leading industrial manufacturer among the developing countries with a sound infrastructure. Our technical and scientific manpower is one of the largest in the world. We now have the manufacturing capacity in a wide range of heavy, medium, and light industries, and there has been substantial increase in the export of manufactured goods. The paramount need now is to increase our share in the total world trade. Our aim for the current decade should be to secure a much higher share of the world market and also to diversify the composition of our exports. I am given to understand that in the late 50s, when the council was set up, the bulk of its export consisted of primary products and raw materials. I am told that the position has totally changed and over 80% of council's export now consist of finished and manufactured products. There is no doubt of scope for further efforts in this direction. I am happy to learn that Indian technology for chemical based products is now in much demand among the developing countries as well as in developed countries. It is heartening that the Chemicals and Allied Products Export Promotion Council plans to step up its exports by nearly fourfold to reach a level of rupees 800 crores by the end of the present decade. The need of the hour is to have an efficient management of foreign trade. Imports have to be contained and exports expanded. Both are feasible. Happily enough, our domestic production of oil is making it possible to cut down imports to a significant extent. We can expect production in this sector to increase and consequent reduction in the import bill. Imports of various other commodities like cement and fertilizer can be reduced when domestic capacity is better utilized with greater availability of inputs. We have to take urgent steps to cope with the infrastructural deficiencies in areas such as power, transport, and communications. Availability of raw materials and other inputs in time and at competitive prices has to be ensured. Government have taken various measures to ensure availability of raw materials and inputs at competitive prices. Efforts in this regard need to be made more comprehensive. There is greater need for export-oriented production planning. Our approach to production and marketing has so far been largely domestic oriented. We must take note of the changing pattern of world demand and respond quickly to the needs of international marketing. An aggressive effort should go into the projection of our capabilities and industrial image. I am glad to note that a pragmatic policy has been adopted in regard to technology induction and modernization. We must be fully aware of the technological changes taking place elsewhere concerning design, finish, packaging, and so on. A matter of satisfaction in recent years is that India's project exports have made rapid progress through primarily in the field of civil engineering construction. I hope that suitable steps will be taken to promote project exports in other areas also, such as industrial turnkey projects where we have capabilities. I feel that what is of paramount importance in export trade is that those who secure orders or contracts should execute contracts in time and according to stipulated quality. This will improve the country's image. A careful watch will have to be kept on major contracts in order that no slippages take place. The task before us is no doubt difficult, but in our battle for developing of our economy and the amelioration of the lot of our masses, we have to take such difficulties in our stride and triumph over them. I have no doubt that our outstanding industrialists and exporters will rise to the occasion, accept the challenge, and forge ahead.